knelt by candlelight, you brought me love so pure. I brought you a ring with these words inscribed, a mia sposa con amor. As the years go by, we're closer in each way, though we've had hard times to endure. Troubles melt away with true love every day, a mia sposa con amor. A mia sposa con amor means to my wife with love. All that I am I pledge to you, on earth and in heaven above. When we leave this world to live beyond the sun, the angels will approve, I'm sure. When I bring a pair of rainbows for your hair, a mia sposa con amor. A mia sposa con amor means to my wife with love. All that I am I pledge to you, on earth and in heaven above. When we leave this world to live beyond the sun, the angels will approve, I'm sure. When I bring a pair of rainbows for your hair, a mia sposa con amor. A mia sposa con amor.
Bringing local radio together. WOPP Op and WAMI Op. 1290 AM, 102.3 FM.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says there are signs that things are improving after the state took a devastating hit from Hurricane Ian.
We do anticipate a lot of the water will subside in some of the barrier islands and some of the coasts, but some of those inland places off rivers and off these inlets, you're likely to have standing water there throughout all of today and even in the days ahead.
Rescue crews are wading through water and using boats to rescue residents stranded in the wake of Ian. The Orange County Fire Department posting photos of crews in a flooded neighborhood in the Orlando area. Governor DeSantis said the rescue operations began around daybreak.
In the very wee hours of the morning, first responders from the local, state, and federal level descended on Southwest Florida. The Coast Guard has been performing rescue missions on the barrier islands consistently since the wee hours of the morning.
At least one person in Florida was confirmed dead on the state's eastern coast. Flooding rains continued falling even after Ian was downgraded to a tropical storm. Its center has finished crossing the Florida peninsula and emerged in the Atlantic Ocean, forecasters predicting it would return to hurricane strength and turn north towards South Carolina. Also at srnews.com, the number of Americans filing for jobless benefits dropped last week, a sign that few companies are cutting jobs despite high inflation and a weak economy. The applications for unemployment benefits for the week ending September 24th fell by 16,000 to 193,000, according to the Labor Department. Last week's number was revised down by 4,000 to 209,000. The Dow is off 435 points, the Nasdaq down 327. This is SRN News.
My 102.3 News, I'm Jody Nanford. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is preparing for Florida evacuees who come to the state. State Trooper Kendra McKinney has seen an increase in travelers near the Wiregrass. Aaliyah will have state troopers on patrol to enforce the law and offer assistance. The state can reverse southbound lanes of I-65 to create a larger one-way route for evacuees, but McKinney said that is unlikely at this time. With evacuees on the road and emergency crews ready to move in, Aaliyah is urging caution behind the wheel. In anticipation of Florida evacuees coming to Alabama, state and local officials are working to make sure they can move easily and find motel rooms. Evacuees needing sanctuary can call 211 for information. Perry County's district attorney said multiple people were shot in Uniontown Wednesday night. District Attorney Michael Jackson said it happened sometime after 9 p.m. He did not give an exact location. Jackson said 5 or 6 people, including the shooter, were taken to the hospitals in Demopolis and Montgomery. On September the 26th, Escambia County Sheriff's Office gun crimes investigator Joe Scapace located and arrested James Shumo Jr. in the area of Memphis Avenue and Michigan Avenue. James Shumo Jr. had active warrants for failure to appear, fleeing to elude, and driving with a license suspended. During the arrest, investigator Scapace located a handgun, hydrocortisone pills, marijuana, and a large amount of cash in Shumo's vehicle. Shumo was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of hydrocortisone with the intent to sell within 1,000 feet of a convenience store, possession of marijuana to sell within 1,000 feet of a convenience store, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Arva Nell Kelly Sanders, age 87, of Alt, passed away Wednesday at her home. Graveside services for Arva Nell Kelly Sanders will be held at 11 a.m. Friday in Valley Grove Cemetery. Survived by daughters Julie Sanders, Deborah Jackson, and Sandra Sanders Sewell. Brothers Reginald Kelly and wife Betty, sister Johnny Harrelson, and a granddaughter. Linda Woodham Ward, age 78, passed away Friday. A visitation for Linda Woodham Ward will be held Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. at Foreman Brown Funeral Home. A celebration of life will be held Friday at the First United Methodist Church of Andalusia at 2 p.m. Visitation will be at the church from 1 to 2 p.m. Donations may be sent to the First United Methodist Church of Andalusia. Daniel L. Jackson, age 72, of Kinston, passed away Wednesday. Memorial services for Daniel L. Jackson will be held at 12 p.m. Saturday at Lowry Community Center. Gail Winford Smith, age 91, a resident of Highland Home, passed away at the Luverne Health and Rehabilitation on Sunday. The family will hold a memorial service for Gail Winford Smith at a later time. Janice Cullum Prettyman, age 67, a resident of Elba, passed away unexpectedly Wednesday at her home. Funeral arrangements for Janice Cullum Prettyman will be announced upon completion by Hayes Funeral Home. Henrietta Grimes, age 81, a resident of Elba, passed away Wednesday at a Dothan Hospital. Funeral arrangements for Henrietta Grimes will be announced upon completion by Hayes Funeral Home.
Joe and Kelly Richburg know that if you want people to shop with your business, you must offer them service that they can't get anywhere else. Joe and Kelly Richburg, owners of JR's Lawnmower Shop, are the Silver Alabama Retailers of the Year in the annual sales $5 million to $20 million category. JR's Lawnmower Shop also earned the Silver Level Award in 2014 in a lesser sales category. The Retailer of the Year judges commended the business for starting with lawnmowers, then adapting and staying current by stocking products that are relevant. Since 2000, the shop has sold, rented, and serviced golf carts, which stretch their customer base to the entire region of the country. JR's Lawnmower Shop is one of the 11 businesses honored as the 2022 Retailers of the Year by the Alabama Retail Association. My 102.3 FM salutes JR's. The City of Andalusia, the Covenant Historical Society, the REACT Theater, and Arts, partnering with Dixie Art Colony Foundation, present a series of programs in October. The public is cordially invited to a free meeting and exhibition titled A Retrospective of the Works of Carlos Apple, Shiny Moon, that will open at 2 o'clock Sunday reception at City Hall. The exhibit will be continuing through Friday, October the 28th. A presentation titled Dixie Art Colony, a look at the lasting legacy, will be held on Sunday, October the 9th, 2 o'clock at City Hall Auditorium. Andalusia Murals, a walk-in tour, will be Saturday, October the 15th, beginning at 10 a.m. at 200 South 3 Knott Street. The public's invited to all these events. Scarecrows in the Park 2022, presented by Frank Jackson Trail Masters of Op. Monday, October the 3rd through Saturday, November the 26th. The Frank Jackson Trail Masters welcomes businesses, clubs, and families to join the festivities of Scarecrows in the Park for this fall of 2022 here in Op. Use your imagination, recreate a theme, or purchase your display for a fun way to promote your business, group, or hobby. We ask that we keep it all kid-friendly. Placement of signs, logos, and uniforms are great ways to benefit your business or club with advertising and recognition. Materials used should be able to withstand rain, wind, and sun. Wildlife may want to nest in or claim components, so please don't use heirlooms or keepsakes. Featuring a 7/8 mile and a 1 3/8 mile footpath routes, also many displays to view from your car. There are many places at Frank Jackson to stop and have a picnic, so feel free to bring a sack lunch or use one of the grills provided. Registration has begun. Reserve your space by contacting William Schofield, 334-488-9572.
Sasser Auction Service invites you to the second annual Covington County Sheriff's Posse Public Consignment Auction, Saturday, October 1st. Items include all types of farm, construction equipment, and much more. The auction begins at 9 a.m. on the Florella Highway near the 84 bypass and 331 intersection in Op. A portion of the proceeds benefit local charities. For consignments or more info, contact Jason Sasser at 334-487-3374 or online at sasserauction.com.
Alabama license number 1970.
Bigga, 512 North Main Street, Sandwich Shop, right here in Op, Alabama. You talking about delicious, unique, and different. Bigga. Check the website, bigga512.com. Order ahead, bigga512op at Gmail, or the old-fashioned way, 334-997-2442. And Coach's Corner is back at the Wheelhouse. That's right. Coach's Corner is back at the Wheelhouse. Tune in, Facebook, or Op Community TV, 112-3 on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m., or drop in and enjoy the show live.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Mark Perry. For this afternoon, a red flag warning continues to be in effect. We'll see sunny skies with a high near 79. It'll be breezy with winds out of the northeast gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Tonight it'll be mostly clear with a low of 57. Continued windy with gusts as high as 20. And then tomorrow, sunny with a high near 81. As we look into the weekend, Saturday will be sunny with a high of 83. And on Sunday, sunny with a high near 83. That's the latest South Alabama weather on 102.3 FM.
She stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this? Now, baby, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Let's move. Let me tell you now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord above. Now you're trying to trick me in love.
All Right Now is actually the name of the song. Free from their Fire and Water album in 1970.
Which turned into Be Bad Company.
Yeah, I guess. What they changed their name for?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Well, welcome to the afternoon drive with the two old goats on this Thursday afternoon. Beautiful afternoon in South Alabama now. I mean, we got 31 degrees humidity and 82 degrees on the front porch at my 102.3 FM.
That's right.
And both those goats are here. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jody.
And we're going to play some music this afternoon and try to keep it with rock and roll, you know. Classic rock and roll, maybe. I don't usually get crazy till Fridays. You know?
But I'm giving you a head start, though.
Well, if you got a certification as an EMR or EMT or AMET or a paramedic for sure, Opportunity EMS wants to talk to you. They got 9 to 12-hour shifts Monday through Friday. They're located at 1107 West Cumming Avenue. They'd like you to come over there in person and apply. They also have wheelchair-accessible vans, and they can get any kind of medical transport you need. Get you to the grocery store, the doctor, the therapy, or wherever you need to go.
In Oppen, in Andalusia, and Florida.
Yeah, you go to your sweetheart's house or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're an equal opportunity employer. Let me update you that Ian, he's turned into, or she, is it a he or she?
I don't know. I think it's a he.
I think, well, you got to be careful nowadays, you know, with this gender thing, you know.
Well, it's got a gender crisis, so I mean, you know.
Yeah, it weakened to a tropical storm today. Winds are down to 65 miles an hour, but it's headed north. It's about 40 miles. Well, this is old. I don't know what date. Well, it's about a couple hours old. It's about 45 miles from east of Orlando. But they're expecting it to get out into the Gulf. I mean, not to the Gulf, go into the Atlantic, and then turn and go up towards Charleston. They've got hurricane warnings out from the east coast of Florida, north at Cape Cod, or Cape Lookout, North Carolina. I'll get that right in a minute. But whatever it does, all those counties over in Charleston, South Carolina, and on up the coast there, they can expect a lot of rain. Fort Myers got 14 inches of rain yesterday. Warm Springs near Port Charlotte, they got 11 inches of rain. Up to 30 inches of rain may have fallen in parts of Florida by the storm's end. It's crazy. So, well, I hope everybody in South Florida is safe. We've got somebody that was right there where it went landfall.
Where it made landfall.
Yeah, going to maybe call us at 2:30 and let us tell us what they went through. They didn't go anywhere. They were in an evacuation area, but they decided not to evacuate. So this time it turned out okay for them, I reckon.
Yep.
But anyway, hopefully we'll get them on around 2:30. We're streaming live on YouTube. Go to the YouTube application, and in the YouTube application, search Afternoon Drive with Jody and Mike, September 29th, or 29th September. You'll find it. We're also on Facebook, WOPP News Facebook. Cable TV, if you got Mediacom, you got cable box, it'll be 606, and Jody will tell you what it'll be if it's got direct cable just going in the back of it.
116-3. And
Yeah.
the little dash is on the remote.
It's there somewhere.
You have to look for it.
We have a hard time here changing the channel to it, but anyway. And another way is the TuneIn app. It's something you can get from your favorite app store. It's free. It's nothing very big. It don't take up a lot of space. Search WOPP Op Alabama. You'll find us, and then you can get WAMI. It's WAMI FM. The feed's the same. Anywhere you got internet content, you know, you listen to us here. Or you can listen to some of the other shows on Sunday. Southern Nevada's here on Friday night with great information about SEC football.
SEC football.
Yeah, if you like SEC football, you need to listen to those guys. They come on about 5, and they give you all the tips that's going on, and they tell you what the odds are, the
spread, and all this,
all the spread, and all that good stuff. So, you guys are really into it, then join them at 5 o'clock.
Join Lance tonight for Lance Lane Show.
That's right.
5 p.m.
Best of the oldies, huh?
Yep.
Well, and I'll tell you this. the regular phone number we had that you could text us.
He got ran over.
He got kind of run over. And so we got a new number. It's 361. That's a Texas area code, 361-533-7101. And, that's my old Texas phone. But that's all we can do right now. Let's do some Journey. I haven't done them in a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's start off with some Journey. And we'll play this for all them folks South Florida. 1981.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
All right, that was Journey.
Steve Perry and Journey.
Yeah, from 1981. Let's see. I don't forgot what I put up.
Now,
How about some Dire Straits?
Dire Straits.
That's right.
You get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park, but me Band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. If then an old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing. And a crowd of young boys, they're fooling around in the corner, drunk and dressed in their best brown baggies in their platform soles. They don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans, they play Creole. Creole. And then the man steps right up to the microphone and says at last, just as the time bell rings, good night, now it's time to go home. Then
That was here.
All right, we're gonna interrupt things now for a minute, and we've got Corey on the phone. She was in the eye of the storm yesterday, right, Corey?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
We
We live in Punta Gorda on the east side of I-75. So yeah, we were direct hit.
Yeah, you're okay though. Everything's all right.
We're okay. We're okay. Cats are okay. The bearded dragon is okay. We are okay.
The bearded dragon.
We
huh?
had a little bit of water intrusion, but not much at all. Just one little roof leak. No major roof damage. No major structural damage. So we fared better than a lot of people, especially even on our street.
How high did the winds get up to?
Ooh, well, I'm not the Weather Channel, so I don't measure how high they go by way up in the air. I measure how high they are on the ground where I am.
Well, that's right.
And according to the airport here in Punta Gorda, we had gusts of 125 to 130 miles an hour on the ground.
That's fast enough. Well, tell us what it was like.
With sustained winds for about, 2-3 solid hours, 90 mile an hour.
Yeah. So tell us what it was like. I mean, was it noisy or what you did? What y'all do during the storm?
I couldn't even explain the noise to you if I tried. It's everybody wants to say, the tornadoes sound like freight trains. Well, this sounded like a cacophony of freight trains. It was indescribable.
Wow.
If you ever lived underneath an airport and every single plane in the airport took off at once, that's what it sounded like.
Were you scared?
We were okay when it first came in. The direction of the wind was just on the side of the house. But then after the eye wall passed and we got the backside of the storm, the wind switched directions and it started coming directly to the front of the house. And our front door and garage door are both on that side of the house. So the wind was just plowing straight into the door and the garage door. And out of all the storms I've lived through and all the things I've thought to do, I just didn't think this time should think about the garage door and it being braced somehow I didn't even think about it. Well, when the front door started to blow open, we put our generator in front of the front door, but that still didn't hold it, so we had to nail the whole thing shut. And when he went outside to go get the stuff to nail the door shut, he realized how bad the garage door was buckling. So once we nailed the door shut, we went into the garage, and I had to pin myself in between the frame of the garage door and the tailgate of the truck and brace and hold while the wind was just pounding against that door. I thought to myself, you've been training for this your whole life. You're a derby girl. Put your hip into it.
I gotta tell you, she used to be a roller derby. Yeah, she was really wheelie rotten.
Wheelie rotten, yeah. My wheelie rotten side kicked in, and I just held it. I was like Hodor from Game of Thrones. Hold the doors.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Jake finally got a trash can and an igloo cooler with the boat fenders all wedged in there where I was.
Yeah.
So that I could be relieved of my position.
Well, I would think so. But what would you have done if it had blown off?
Well, I mean, at that point, then everything in the garage just would have been done for.
Yeah,
It just would have
once
been
you get a big
loss.
opening like that, things.
At that point, you have to just throw your hands up, go inside, and close the door, and pray that you can hold the front door shut.
That's true. Did
water
get
if we had evacuated and left, our house would be a total loss. The front door would have blown in, the garage door would have blown in.
You're probably right.
Regardless of structural damage, the whole house would have been a loss.
Well, you live on a canal.
For all of those people that say, "Oh, you should have evacuated," well, it must be nice to have that privilege because we just bought this house less than 6 months ago, and if we weren't here, it would be done. But we were here and we saved it. So you never, ever, ever know with these storms where it's really going to go or what it's really going to do until it actually happens. Yeah. You can pontificate and predict all you want, but there's no way of knowing for sure. Fort Myers didn't know they were going to get the brunt of the storm surge. We thought we were. Yeah. And after all the wind and everything calmed down, we did not get the storm surge. Charlotte Harbor emptied out, just like Tampa Bay emptied out. Just all the water got sucked straight out when the thing came in on the shore.
Yeah.
And we were so scared that all that water was going to go blowing right back into the canals, but it didn't.
You live only on a canal, right?
We're right on the canal, yes, sir. We live off of Broad Creek, which spills out into the Charlotte Harbor. So we've got some mangroves, that we're tucked away back in behind the mangroves, but and we have the barrier islands. We're in the harbor.
Yeah.
So we're not fully exposed, but we are right on the canal. So we were worried that water was going to rise.
Well, did some of your neighbors, they experience some damage?
Yeah, well, we started off with about 70% of us were bound and determined to stay, and about 30% of us were going to go. We live in a no-outlet neighborhood, so there's just 3 little streets, and it's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
Right before the storm hit, it turns out that about 70% of the neighbors left. It's only about 30% of them ended up staying. But everybody on our little streets here, our neighborhood, are safe.
Okay, good.
No major injuries, the usual cuts and bruises and scrapes and strains and stuff like that, but nothing major.
Your power's
that we
off,
know
though, right?
of, but we haven't been able to get out yet because that one little road that goes in and out to the main road is impassable. One of the properties there had about 9 or 10 Australian pines, just really tall, beautiful pines that fell down right over the road, making it impassable. So we've got neighbors and friends out there with chainsaws, and it'll be open soon.
Yeah.
Not worried about that, but
some of your neighbors' boats got trashed too, right?
oh yeah, I've got a neighbor across from me whose fence was completely ripped apart. We've got roof damage everywhere. We've got lots and lots of palm trees down. Our chicken coop had a really beautiful lily tree over it, just a massive thing that provided all of the shade for the chicks, and that crashed down on them. We came out during the eye to try to check on them and see. We only saw one chicken in their protector duck, the duck they have in there with them, and
so you
all
have
the
chickens
branches had fallen on top of the coop. There was nothing we could do, so we just let them ride it out, and then came back out this morning. Not only was the duck still there, but all 5 of the Rhode Island Reds were still there. We didn't see them during the eye, but they were still there. So their favela is a little decrepit, more than it was when we built it. But
they say chickens aren't that
one
smart.
coop that's still intact, and they're all alive.
All right. Well, let's say chickens aren't that smart, but that's good. I didn't know you had chickens. I thought you lived in a place that wouldn't allow chickens and things like that.
Well, we don't have an HOA here. Technically, we're in the city limits, and they don't, chickens are frowned upon, but it's an empty lot next to our neighbors.
Okay.
And they've got some chickens in there with our chickens, and nobody really comes down here to bother us.
Yeah. I was just saying that some of your neighbors lost their boats, right?
Oh, we've got a couple of boats. There were a few neighbors that left their boats on the lift. It's really not recommended. You
Probably
can do it if you want.
Left them in the water.
Ratchet it down and pull it up high, but lifts aren't really made to go through that. And so there's a beautiful, about 24-foot Scout, brand new, beautiful boat, and it's butt end down in the water. And not only did it break and half of the butt end go down into the water and the other half still stuck to the lift, but it smashed against their seawall all night. So now their seawall is crumbled and their boat is wrecked and their lift is wrecked. And the boat behind them was a party barge, and it's also on the lift, but the whole lift and the boat are just in the water. It's broken.
Well, it's good that you're safe. I'm glad you're safe, and I appreciate you taking the time to come on and kind of tell us what it was like.
Yeah, of course.
You got scared a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah. After the Hodor incident, the first half of the storm, it was hairy, but it was doable. It's not the first storm I've been through. I went through Hurricane Zeke in a RV parked out in Slidell among these tall pine trees.
Yeah.
Zeke was only like a 2 or 3, so I wasn't worried on the first half, but that back half, Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Well,
I mean, I know because the eye passed over us and we got the thrashing from the backside,
right.
that's probably what spared us from the storm surge.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, it was a cost because that was definitely a ride.
All right. Well, I know you got a lot of work to do to get cleaned up, you and the rest of the neighbors
I do.
there.
Jake's up on the roof right now, and, yeah, we got a lot of stuff to take care of right now.
Everybody in your town, you're in the county, your county's Charlotte County, right?
I'm in Charlotte County,
Yeah.
correct. I'm in Charlotte County. The county south of us, Lee County,
Yeah.
is where Fort Myers is, and they got the brunt of the surge. Naples, further south, got more surge, and then the county north of us is Sarasota. And they got some, but I don't think they got it as hard as we did.
You got
Yeah,
emergency
we're in Charlotte
services.
County.
Emergency
We
services.
took the direct hit.
Emergency services are out rolling around, right?
Emergency services are out. Our power's been out since, I think yesterday around 1:30 in the afternoon, power went out.
Maybe a while.
I don't expect us to have power for at least another 2 weeks. The water went out. We woke up this morning with no water, but it's back on now. So
Okay. Well,
we've got a generator for electricity.
I'd be careful about drinking the water. So
Boil water.
Yeah, because it's.
Oh, we already have aqua cans. We've got big old aqua jugs that we filled with water before the storm.
Yeah.
We don't mess with that bottled water nonsense.
All right. Well, let me ask
So
one more
we're
question before we
prepared.
go, because we got to go.
Yeah, well,
let me ask
it
you
was
one-
nice chatting with you.
Well, no, I
If
got
you
one more
could play
question
me
for
one
you.
song on the way out, I would be much obliged.
Well, I will play it for you.
But he's got one more.
But I got
All
one more
give me
question,
some
though.
REO Speedwagon riding the storm out on my 102.3.
I'll do it, but I got one more question.
Oh, okay.
For everybody out there, I mean, you and the Admiral, y'all stock up, or was there something that you would have wished you had got and stocked up before that you didn't, that you can tell people that make sure you got this?
Well, now, as far as supplies and provisions, nah. We've been through this enough. There wasn't anything we forgot. But as far as preparation,
Yeah.
I would have wanted to prep some brace for that garage door. Now, I know they make them and everything like that, but that was just the one thing that we overlooked. And
Well,
if
people
I
need-
had to do it over again, I would have for sure braced the garage door.
Well, that's a good advice, and people know that when you get a breach, then that just makes things worse. That causes your roof and everything else to go off.
Once you're breached, you're done.
Yeah, that's
You're done. You know, it's water is so destructive. There's no real way to take it back.
All right. Well,
That's why I had to be Hodor. I just had to hold on.
Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate the call and appreciate you talking to everybody. And y'all
Well,
be safe.
I will leave you with one more tip for anybody who finds themselves in a precarious storm-like situation that not a lot of people know or do.
Yeah.
Use your washing machine like a cooler.
Yeah.
Throw in your ice, throw in your drink,
Mm-hmm.
and shut the door.
Huh.
And that washing machine will help keep it cool. And when the ice melts, it'll
It'll
just
drain
go down
out.
the drain.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I
a good one.
appreciate
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right.
Yeah,
Here's some.
I got a million of them.
Yeah. Well, we may talk to you later. Maybe get some pictures when the things calm down.
Yeah, if I can
Get you
find
on
the
YouTube.
time, I'll do what I can and,
Yeah.
and send you some photos, maybe even a video.
Yeah, send us some photos. WOPP@WOPP.com. Well, here's some REO Speedwagon. Have a great afternoon.
Riding the storm out.
And I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you so much, Pop. Love you.
All right, Corey, you did good.
Did I? I didn't cuss, did I?
Riding the storm out, waiting for the thaw out on a full moon night in the Rocky Mountain winter. I wind by the snow, watching for the snow. I've been thinking lately of what I'm missing in the city. the full moon crossing the range, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out. Riding the storm out, waiting for the thaw out, on a full moon night in the Rocky Mountain winter. My wine bottles roll, watching for the snow. I've been thinking lately of what I'm missing in the city, and I'm not missing a thing. Watching the full moon crossing the range, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding, riding, riding the storm out.
REO
Speedwagon.
Speedwagon, Riding the Storm Out, 1973. Well, we got a little bit of time. It's 84 degrees on the front porch at my 102.3 FM, but it's 29% humidity, which makes
Are
it.
you going to play your commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get those right after this.
Okay.
Blackberry Smoke from Like an Arrow.
Well, if I had a nickel for every line this town put on my face, if I had a dime for every time I said I was fixing to leave this place, it would help me buy the gas I'm about to pour on everything I see. I can't be sentimental when it don't mean nothing to me.
right. Blackberry Smoke, Let It Burn. Listen to our fine sponsors. We'll be right back. Have time for one more song before we take a break for the news and the weather. But listen to these commercials. We'll be right back.
J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick is happy to be open for business and serving the great people of our community.
Call us today to schedule your service or sales appointment today. Parts and service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Sales hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick.
Bite the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.29 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. USDA choice ribeye steaks, $9.99 a pound. Bluebell ice cream, half gallon, 2 for $10. Duke's mayo, 32 ounce, $3.99. Hunt's ketchup, 32 ounce, $1.88. Bounty paper towels, 4 double rolls, $6.99. Red or white seedless grapes, $1.88 a pound. And Coke, Sprite, and Diet Coke, 24-pack cans, $9.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Basketball is back. Last year, Troy led the Sun Belt in attendance for men's and women's basketball for the first time ever. Let's do it again in packed Trojan Arena. Combined season tickets for men's and women's basketball start at $75 to see two teams that won over 20 games each last year. Get your Troy basketball season tickets at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Be part of the best basketball in the Sun Belt. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets for Troy basketball season tickets.
Breelove Building Supply in Opp and Andalusia has everything from power and hand tools, trash bags, lumber and doors, light bulbs, paint, plumbing supply. Walk through our specials aisles. Aisles of bargains in every department. Breelove Building Supply. Expect savings and expect time-saving customer service. Breelove Building Supply. Old Perry Store Road in Opp and West Bypass in Andalusia. Phone 493-3514 in Opp, 222-1106 in Andalusia.
24 number 2 pencils, 10 notebooks, 3 new backpacks, 1 household waiting for 2 school buses to arrive. You're always ready to help supply them for whatever they need. The same is true with us. The one you depend on is your one and only bank. Troy Bank and Trust has a location near you. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us today, tomorrow, and always. The only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Whittingham's Auto. All right, we're back, and we got time. We're going to let Stairway to Heaven play. Take us to the top of the hour, Led Zeppelin. Then we'll be back for the second hour of the 2 Goats.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. It makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone there. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder. Your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind?
Bringing local radio together. WOPP Up and WAMI Up. 1290 AM, 102.3 FM.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says there are signs that things are improving after the state took a devastating hit from Hurricane Ian.
We do anticipate a lot of the water will subside in some of the barrier islands and some of the coasts, but some of those inland places off rivers and off these inlets, you're likely to have standing water there throughout all of today and even in the days ahead.
Rescue crews are wading through water and using boats to rescue residents stranded in the wake of Ian. The Orange County Fire Department posting photos of crews in a flooded neighborhood in the Orlando area. Governor DeSantis said the rescue operations began around daybreak.
In the very wee hours of the morning, first responders from the local, state, and federal level descended on Southwest Florida. The Coast Guard has been performing rescue missions on the barrier islands consistently since the wee hours of the morning.
At least one person in Florida was confirmed dead on the state's eastern coast. Flooding rains continued falling even after Ian was downgraded to a tropical storm. Its center has finished crossing the Florida peninsula and emerged in the Atlantic Ocean, forecasters predicting it would return to hurricane strength and turn north towards South Carolina. Also at srnews.com, the number of Americans filing for jobless benefits dropped last week, a sign that few companies are cutting jobs despite high inflation and a weak economy. The applications for unemployment benefits for the week ending September 24th fell by 16,000 to 193,000, according to the Labor Department. Last week's number was revised down by 4,000 to 209,000. The Dow is off 435 points, the Nasdaq down 327. This is SRN News.
With my 102.3 News, I'm Jody Danford. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is preparing for Florida evacuees who come to the state. State Trooper Kendra McKinney has seen an increase in travelers near the Wiregrass. Aaliyah will have state troopers on patrol to enforce the law and offer assistance. The state can reverse southbound lanes of I-65 to create a larger one-way route for evacuees, but McKinney said that is unlikely at this time. With evacuees on the road and emergency crews ready to move in, Aaliyah is urging caution behind the wheel. In anticipation of Florida evacuees coming to Alabama, state and local officials are working to make sure they can move easily and find motel rooms. Evacuees needing sanctuary can call 211 for information. Perry County's district attorney said multiple people were shot in Uniontown Wednesday night. District Attorney Michael Jackson said it happened sometime after 9 p.m. He did not give an exact location. Jackson said 5 or 6 people, including the shooter, were taken to the hospitals in Demopolis and Montgomery. On September 26th, Escambia County Sheriff's Office gun crimes investigator Joe Scapace located and arrested James Shumo Jr. in the area of Memphis Avenue and Michigan Avenue. James Shumo Jr. had active warrants for failure to appear, fleeing to elude, and driving with a license suspended. During the arrest, investigator Scapace located a handgun, hydrocortisone pills, marijuana, and a large amount of cash in Shumo's vehicle. Shumo was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of hydrocortisone with the intent to sell within 1,000 feet of a convenience store, possession of marijuana to sell within 1,000 feet of a convenience store, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.29 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. USDA choice ribeye steaks, $9.99 a pound. Bluebell ice cream, half gallon, 2 for $10. Duke's mayo, 32 ounce, $3.99. Hunt's ketchup, 32 ounce, $1.88. Bounty paper towels, 4 double rolls, $6.99. Red or white seedless grapes, $1.88 a pound. And Coke, Sprite, and Diet Coke, 24-pack cans, $9.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
The COVID-19 pandemic threatens millions. Courageous health workers are risking their lives to protect us all, but many don't have the supplies and support they need. Over the past 60 years, Project Hope has trained and equipped health workers in over 100 countries. Now, as the pandemic spreads, Project Hope is expanding its work in the United States and around the world. To learn more about Project Hope's coronavirus response, visit projecthope.org, sponsored by Project Hope.
Arvin Nell Kelly Sanders, age 87, passed away Wednesday at her home. Graveside services for Arvin Nell Kelly Sanders will be held at 11 a.m. Friday in Valley Grove Cemetery. Survived by daughters Julie Sanders, Deborah Jackson, and Sandra Sanders Sewell. Brothers Reginald Kelly and wife Betty. Sister Johnny Harrelson and a granddaughter. Linda Woodham Ward, age 78, passed away Friday. A celebration of life will be held Friday at the First United Methodist Church of Andalusia at 2 p.m. Visitation will be at the church from 1 to 2 p.m. Donations may be sent to the First United Methodist Church of Andalusia. Daniel L. Jackson, age 72, of Kinston, passed away Wednesday. Memorial services for Daniel L. Jackson will be held at 12 p.m. Saturday at Lowry Community Center. James Dwayne Alverson, age 74, Brantley, passed away at East Alabama Medical Center in Opelika Wednesday. Graveside services for James Dwayne Alverson will be held 2 p.m. Sunday at Mount Zion Cemetery in Brantley. Family and friends will meet at the cemetery at the time of service. Survived by wife Charlotte Rayburn Alverson, their sons and daughters-in-law Wade and Jane Alverson, Warren Elizabeth Alverson, 2 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Gail Winford Smith, age 91, a resident of Highland Home, passed away at the Luverne Health and Rehabilitation on Sunday. The family will hold a memorial service for Gail Winford Smith at a later time. Janice Cullum Prettyman, age 67, a resident of Elba, passed away unexpectedly Wednesday at her home. Funeral arrangements for Janice Cullum Prettyman will be announced upon completion by Hayes Funeral Home. Henrietta Grimes, age 81, a resident of Elba, passed away Wednesday at a Dothan Hospital. Funeral arrangements for Henrietta Grimes will be announced upon completion by Hayes Funeral Home.
Are you looking for a new car? J.M. Jackson Buick and Chevrolet wants you to know that we'll be there. Come in today and test drive the new Chevrolet of your choice today. Our friendly sales staff will go over all the options and find the new Chevrolet that's right for you. Or the most dependable and longest-lasting truck on the road, a new Chevrolet full-size or S10 truck. If we don't have what you want, we'll custom order or check the computer locator and find the vehicle that's just right for you. And after the sale, you'll find an expert service department from a dealership that knows that great service means repeat customers. J.M. Jackson Buick and Chevrolet.
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a friend who happens to know the housing market better than the back of their hand? Call one of the sales associates at Southern Point Properties who can answer all of your questions related to securing a mortgage and also providing valuable information to your family about homes available in our area.
Southern Point Properties is proud to be a sponsor of all Bobcat sports. Mitch Rogers, Natalie Langford, and the owners, David Ellis and Katie White Fuller, say, "Go Bobcats!"
Joe and Kelly Richburg know that if you want people to shop with your business, you must offer them service that they can't get anywhere else. Joe and Kelly Richburg, owners of JR's Lawnmower Shop, are the Silver Alabama Retailers of the Year in the annual sales $5 million to $20 million category. JR's Lawnmower Shop also earned the Silver Level Award in 2014 in a lesser sales category. The Retailer of the Year judges commended the business for starting with lawnmowers, then adapting and staying current by stocking products that are relevant. Since 2000, the shop has sold, rented, and serviced golf carts, which stretch their customer base to the entire region of the country. JR's Lawnmower Shop is one of the 11 businesses honored as the 2022 Retailers of the Year by the Alabama Retail Association. My 102.3 FM salutes JR's. The City of Andalusia, the Covenant Historical Society, the REACT Theater and Arts, partnering with Dixie Art Colony Foundation, present a series of programs in October. The public is cordially invited to a free meeting and exhibition titled A Retrospective of the Works of Carlos Apple, Shiny Moon, that will open at 2 o'clock Sunday reception at City Hall. The exhibit will be continuing through Friday, October the 28th. A presentation titled Dixie Art Colony, a look at the lasting legacy, will be held on Sunday, October the 9th, 2 o'clock at City Hall Auditorium. Andalusia Murals, a walk-in tour, will be Saturday, October the 15th, beginning at 10 a.m. at 200 South 3 Street. The public's invited to all these events. Scarecrows in the Park 2022, presented by Frank Jackson Trail Masters of Op. Monday, October the 3rd through Saturday, November the 26th. The Frank Jackson Trail Masters welcomes businesses, clubs, and families to join the festivities of Scarecrows in the Park for this fall of 2022 here in Op. Use your imagination, recreate a theme, or purchase your display for a fun way to promote your business, group, or hobby. We ask that we keep it all kid-friendly. Placement of signs, logos, and uniforms are great ways to benefit your business or club with advertising and recognition. Materials used should be able to withstand rain, wind, and sun. Wildlife may want to nest in or claim components, so please don't use heirlooms or keepsakes. Featuring a 7/8 mile and a 1 3/8 mile footpath routes, also many displays to view from your car. There are many places at Frank Jackson to stop and have a picnic, so feel free to bring a sack lunch or use one of the grills provided. Registration has begun. Reserve your space by contacting William Schofield, 334-488-9572.
With the right business tools from CCB Community Bank, I'm now able to effectively manage my receivables and improve my cash flow.
I got the advice I needed to grow my bakery, and life has never been sweeter.
What do you need to help move your business forward? Whether your business is big or small, CCB will work closely with you to determine which banking solution fits your specific needs. CCB's team of experienced and knowledgeable bankers can work with you to provide the right products and services to complement your growth. Love better banking with CCB Community Bank, member FDIC.
Join Focus on the Family, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 12 noon. Brought to you by
Farmers IGA, H. Diego Trucking.
This is Dr. Jim Powell, Community Representative for Focus on the Family and Director of the Lucille Pierce Family Literacy Center in Remember that we have anger management, counseling, and parenting classes. We appreciate the sponsors of Focus on the Family. For more information, call 493-8888.
High school football for Friday night. Pleasant Home will travel to Kinston. Brantley will welcome Georgiana. McKenzie will host GU Blackshear. Sampson travels to Albertville. Geneva County is at Wicksburg. Highland Home will host Luverne. Goshen travels to Barber County. Pike Liberal Arts will be at Danville. Hillcrest of Evergreen welcomes Mobile Christian. Bloomington will travel to Thomasville. W.S. Neal welcomes Cottage Hill. Andalusia welcomes Geneva. Slocum hosts Dale County. T.R. Miller will host Bayside Academy. Escambia County will welcome Jackson. Greenville welcomes Headland. Enterprise will host Bradfield. The Bobcats have the week off.
You've been there from the beginning. The sleepless nights, the first steps, first scrapes, first day of school, first homework assignment. Because you're a parent, and parents show up. Now, schools want to teach your kids hate-filled ideas. And Terry McCullough wants you to disappear.
I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach.
Tell Terry McCullough he's wrong on education. Because you're a parent, and parents show up.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Mark Perry. For this afternoon, a red flag warning continues to be in effect. We'll see sunny skies with a high near 79. It'll be breezy with winds out of the northeast gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Tonight it'll be mostly clear with a low of 57. Continued windy with gusts as high as 20. And then tomorrow, sunny with a high near 81. As we look into the weekend, Saturday will be sunny with a high of 83. And on Sunday, sunny with a high near 83. That's the latest South Alabama weather on 102.3 FM.
Mr. Breeze. Call me the Breeze. It's on their second album.
Second helping.
Second helping. 1976. Hey, world full of women. This is Tony Spencer. But I can't find one for me. Tony Spencer, or Spinner, rather. Tony Spinner. Down Home Mojo album. I forgot what. Oh, I know I put up some Blackfeet.
Some Blackfoot.
Blackfeet.
Foot.
More than one.
Okay, but they're still Blackfoot.
If there's more than one, it'd be feet.
Yeah, but they go by Blackfoot.
That's just when they're by themselves.
big wheels are ready to roll. We've been flying high and so low. Lord, and all this madness ain't as crazy as it seems. Everywhere they have stopped and stared, I'm just a stranger on this road. Oh, I stand alone only in my dreams. Highway song, you sing it on and on and on. Highway song is as lonely as the road I'm on. Highway song, sing it on and on and on. Highway song is as lonely as the road I'm
All right, that's
Blackfoot.
Blackfeet.
Foot.
More than one. Highway Song by Blackfoot. Feet.
You said it right the first time.
Yeah, right.
You accidentally done it wrong.
Yeah.
Accidentally done it wrong. We're going to do one more. And this is Molly Hatchet. Molly Hatchet from 1979. Flirting with a Disaster. Whiskey Man from the Flirting with Disaster album.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Listen to our fine sponsors.
J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick is happy to be open for business and serving the great people of our community.
Call us today to schedule your service or sales appointment today. Parts and service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Sales hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick.
Bite the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Good morning, good people. It's baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Hoss's Auto Sales. Summer has arrived, and it's so hot you just want to jump in a pool. Everything is sizzling at Hoss's Auto Sales. Stop by and see what we can do for you and your automobile needs, because we make trading easy, and it's too hot to be walking. Come see us. Remember, drink lots of water, be kind, and be blessed.
Need extra funds to achieve your goals? Call on Southern Independent Bank. Whether it's a new ATV, a home renovation, college expenses, or even starting your own business, we have lots of lending options. Our experienced lenders are here to help, and we make our loan decisions locally. In Andalusia, and Florala. Southern Independent Bank, the power of independence. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. NMLS number 472429. All loans subject to credit approval.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.29 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. USDA choice ribeye steaks, $9.99 a pound. Blue Bonnet margarine, 1 pound quarters, 99 cents. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 18 ounce, 99 cents. Gain laundry detergent, 92 ounce, $9.99. Bounty paper towels, 4 double rolls, $6.99. Red or white seedless grapes, $1.88 a pound. And Coke, Sprite, and Diet Coke, 24-pack cans, $9.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Flashback to the past. Call-in request during the Lance Lane Show
has returned to Thursday nights after the 5 p.m. news.
At 334-493-4545. Brought to you by Mallet Drug, Mid-State Stockyards, Stewart Brothers Farm Supply, Co-op Farm Supply, Hammett Well Drilling, Covington Eye Care, Bobby's Auto Repair, Hook's Barbecue, Joey Lee Lundy Painting, Show and Go Dog Supply. On the worldwide internet, WOPP.com and FM 102.3.
All right, we're back for the rest of the hour with the two old goats. It's 84 degrees outside on the front porch here at my 102.3
FM and Western Wiregrass, your neighborhood station.
Well, you didn't even leave one for me?
No, you had to.
That's kind of greedy.
You got the floor.
That's greedy. 338. We're going to do some Marshall Tucker.
Okay.
Everybody likes Marshall Tucker, right?
Yeah.
Marshall Tucker.
Can't you see?
Can't you see? 1976, long time. How about some Jerry Lee?
Be fine.
Rock and roll.
Well, I was down in New Orleans, everything's fine. All them cats is drinking that wine, drinking that mist of pure delight. And when they get drunk, they singing all night, drinking wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Pass that bottle to me. Hey, buying it by the gallon and buy it by the quart. Buy a blackberry, you're doing things smart. Knocking out windows and tearing down doors. Drunk, 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 keep a screaming for more. Drinking wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Why don't you pass that bottle to me? Yeah. Well, that down on a Bourbon Street at Willie Ben's, Uncle Willie wasn't selling but a little gin. One cat up and ordered him a bottle of wine. He tipped that cat for $1.09. Drinking wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Wine, spooty ooty, drinking wine. Slip that bottle to me, yeah, Lord. Wine, 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 elderberry. Wine, 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 oh, sherry. Wine, 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 blackberry. Wine, 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 have it had. Wine, 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 good Lord. Pass that bottle to me. Big it, son, big it.
Think about it.
Yep. Killer.
From his London session, here's some Pat Green.
Wave on wave.
Wave on wave.
All upon my got no direction. We're all playing the same game. We're all looking for redemption. Just afraid to say the name. So caught up now in pretending. What we're seeking is the truth. I'm just looking for a happy ending. All I'm looking for is you. You came upon me, wave on wave. You're the reason I'm still here. Am I the one you were sent to save? You came upon me, wave on wave. I wandered out into the water. find what you were looking for. You came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? And it came upon me way, long way. Way long way. And it came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? And it came upon me way, long way. The clouds broke and the angels cried. You ain't gotta walk alone. That's why it put me in your way. It came upon me way, long way. Yeah, it came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? And it came upon me way, long way. Yeah, it came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? And it came upon me way.
Pat Green.
Wave on wave.
Yeah, from the album Wave on Wave. 2003. Man, I can't believe it's so long ago. How about some Chuck Berry?
We fine.
Man, you just don't get excited about it? We can't get her seatbelt off.
Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile, my curiosity running wild, cruising and playing the radio, with no particular place to go. Riding along in my automobile, I was anxious to tell her the way I feel. So I told her softly and sincere, and she leaned and whispered in my ear, cuddling more and driving slow, with no particular place to go. No particular place to go. So we parked way out on the Kokomo. The night was young and the moon was gold, so we both decided to take a stroll. Can you imagine the way I felt? I couldn't unfasten a safety belt, riding along in my collar blues, still trying to get her belt to loose. All the way home I held a grudge for the safety belt that wouldn't budge, cruising and playing the radio, with no particular place to go.
I got no particular place to go either, but that's Chuck Berry, 2008. Here's what you need.
2008.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh, no, that was when it was remastered. Here's what you need. Peaceful, easy feeling.
Yeah,
Eagles.
I'm sorry. It's so 10.
And that's 1972.
Against your skin so brown, and I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around, 'cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. And I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend, but this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again, 'cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the
Eagles. Peaceful, easy feeling, 1972. Well, that's going to just about do it for us today. Jody said to tell you bye. He had to go. And I appreciate you letting us ride with you a little bit. Hope you enjoyed some of the show or all of the show. In the morning, Robert's going to be here, and he's going to have some guests with him. Let's see, at 6:45 is going to be Coach DeBose from Op High School. He's going to be here. And he gets up early, 6:45, yeah. 8:45, Kelly Johnson and Mayor Becky, Bracky. They'll be here at 8:45, so you want to listen to that. And then at 9:05, we're going to have the Covington County Sheriff, Blake Turnman. So, Sheriff Turnman will be here. That's the day I'm always late for some reason. Then we'll be back for the Friday edition of Shoppers Line, a little bit after noon. And we try to sum up all the yard sales on Friday if we got them. Right now I don't have a lot, but some may come in tonight. But we'll put all we got together, give you a summary of those on Friday on Shoppers Line. And we got some other new stuff on Shoppers Line too. Join Lance Lane. He'll be on about 5 o'clock with the best of the oldies. And you'll like it. And he has a request line, so if you got an old favorite you want to hear, Hank or George or any of those, give him a call. And I'll just say goodbye and keep our thoughts down for all them people over in Florida still trying to dig out from this mess. And we will see y'all or talk to y'all tomorrow. God bless. We'll let John Fogerty take us out with Old Man Down the Road, which is what I'm fixing to be.
He make the bargain of the house, put a shadow across the winter. When the old man comes around, you got to hide it, hide. You got to jump and run again. You got to hide it, hide it, hide. The old man is down the road. The old man
bringing local radio together. WOPP Up and WAMI Up, 1290 AM, 102.3 FM.
Every parent goes through the process of establishing with their toddlers, lovingly, reasonably, but firmly, who's in charge. It's built into human nature to recognize authority. There can only be one chef in the kitchen, one driver in the car, and one chairman of the board. Most likely, the recognition of authority comes from the fact that we were created in the image of God, who is, without question, in charge. God said that. He said, I am the Lord your God, and